definitely helps that it's 120 degrees here in Atlanta. Pretty easy to get loose out there, but me and Revis had a game plan and we executed it. And I think that's been the biggest thing to take away from today was, we didn't take a pitch off. When we got in some trouble, we were able to execute and make our pitches when we needed to. Didn't have my wipeout stuff today, but at the end of the day, if you're able to mix in, fastball, changeup, curveball throughout the counts, behind the count, ahead in the count to some, really good lineup and let your defense work, good things are going to happen.
Hey, Chris, how disappointed were you that your spot came up there in the fifth or the sixth, so you couldn't go back out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's I feel like it's happened a couple times this year with the, just a bad timing situation. Obviously Ting knew I wanted to go back out there. I tried to fight for it, but as long as we win as a team, that's the main priority. I think we got 64 games to go or something like that. And, we're attacking every game like it's game 7. So, I wanted to go back out there and try and get a quality start, but, the back end of the bullpen did a great job.
Chris, what is the key to making starts like this one the norm going forward more regularly?
Yeah, I think, I'm reading the ABCs of pitching right now. Larry gave me the book after the All-Star break. And, something I read last night is you can't fear failure. And I think that's something I've been dealing with, the past year and a half of my career is, you have doubt out there when things, start to pile up. And, but it also says you can't fear to win either. You can't be scared to win. When things are going your way, you gotta know, that's kind of a little swagger. That's my attitude out there. That's the way I walk around. All that stuff is confidence, but two things that I would say is you can't fear failure and you can't fear to win.
A lot of people are expecting your GM to add some starting pitching before the trade deadline. Obviously, you guys are dealing with some injuries, but how do you think you and the rest of the starters who are here are kind of viewing that? Is that a motivating thing, or what do you make of it?
Yeah, I think it's always weird. The last week or two before the trade deadline, you hear rumors. You hear possibilities who we might get, position player off the bench, pitcher. But at the end of the day, we can't control what happens at the top like that. So, I think whoever it is, if we do trade for somebody, obviously it's going to be for somebody good, due to our situation with making a little push here in the second half. But, us as starting pitchers, man, we're pretty special group, pretty connected, so I guess we'll see what happens in the next week or two.
Overall, really nice to get this one. We talked about going on the road trip and having a good road trip. And we got an opportunity here in about 2 hours, to win the series. And so that's a position to be in and need to come out and play good baseball now.
What impressed you most about Chris's outing today?
I like the aggressiveness with the fastball. I thought he drove some fastballs down in the zone. He usually always goes up, but I thought some fastballs down and just a lot of strikes. Had the changeup working. I thought the changeup got better as the game went on, and he just did a great job. It was exactly what we needed today.
Jayce, do you treat taking Chris out there as if like he'd gone 7 innings? Is that how you're looking at that game? Like you're about to enter the 8th?
Yeah, if it was a 9-inning game, I think it would have definitely been a different story. We were lined up there. I almost treated it like it was the 7th, and if his spot didn't come up to hit there, he was probably going back out, for the 6th. But the spot came up, and Grisham put a good swing on the ball and flew out to the warning track, and trying to add on there. And so, yeah, in that situation, I was thinking, they've got some tough matchups over there. Certainly, Freeman, Albies, there's a pretty deep lineup, but certainly heavy loaded up top. And once we made the hitting move for Paddack. I was thinking, if we could get through with Palm and Melanson and to hold the lead.
Hey, Jayce, going back to the decision to take Paddack out there, I know you said you're coaching this differently, 7-inning game, but with 9 innings, left to pitch today at that point, and just the bigger picture of needing your starters to go deeper, how do you weigh those two things, just the bigger picture and just the situation today?
You're trying to win the game, most importantly today. But you do factor in knowing after this game, you got 5 more games in, basically 4 days. So you do factor that a little bit. But most importantly, you're trying to win that game today, the first game, and we'll worry about the second one here in a couple hours. But making sure we do everything in our power to get this one, the first one today is kind of how we weighed it.